Heidi ho there, friends. Let me give this thing a few seconds before it cut this volume down as well. Heidi ho there, friends and neighbors. Bobby here tonight. Welcome to this week's live prime time question and answer show. Hope everybody out there is doing well tonight. Glad you stopped by and joined us tonight. And we got a good bit to talk about tonight, but we are here to answer your questions about your automobile, or if you have any home improvement questions, I'll try my best to answer them. All right, so what have we been doing around here since last Thursday night? I made a list. I'm actually kind of impressed because there's quite a bit of things that we have done. Okay, at our job site that we've been working on, we done a storm door, okay? And I was going to make a video on that, but I decided not to. When I opened up that box, there's like 15 million pieces and parts and everything, and I wasn't really familiar with that brand of door. I decided that it might be easier if I just, didn't try to film a video while I was doing it. But we got it installed. It works nicely and everything. Really nice storm door with a deadbolt lock assembly and everything. So it turned out real nice. Now we did make if you saw one of the videos I released earlier in the week on the Zebra 1-inch angle cut trim brush, we did make a video on that while we were trimming out that door before we hung the storm door this past weekend. So that's one thing that we did. We also hung a curtain rod, about a 104-inch curtain rod. And that video should release probably, what is today? Thursday. It's probably going to release Saturday. I'll release it. So that'll be a good little video for anybody out there who's never hung a large curtain rod before. We had a little issue with the top of the trim around the window. Wasn't exactly straight, but we actually used a string and mark some lines to where our curtain rod would definitely be straight. So in the video, I'll show you how to do that. So that's another video that we made this week. We also hung a floodlight up on the corner of the project that we're working on. And I did not make a video because I was 25 feet up in the air, and I felt it might be my best interest if I did not try to carry a camera up there to film a video. So I hope you'll forgive me for that. But I do have here soon I'm going to put a floodlight on the back of my garage, so we'll do a video on that. It's only one story, so we'll do a video on that one soon. What else did we do? Oh, we made a video on installing doorknobs as well at the project that we were working on. I think I released that one yesterday, I believe. You might have saw that video pop up. And let's see. Also, since last Thursday night, I believe we have installed 2 new ceiling fans in our living room here. And Nathaniel helped me do that when he was here with me. And he was very happy about that. So you might have saw that video as well. Let's see here. And also, this is what I want to show you guys. This video here is going to release tomorrow. Check this out, if you can see that. See that little ring right there? I made that today out of a stainless steel nut, okay? And I made a video on how I did that. I made this for my daughter, and she's with her mom tonight. They may be stopping by here later. They could actually interrupt right here in the middle of our live show. I don't know. If she does, I'll call her over here and I'll give this to her, because I told her I made it for her. And the video on how to do that will be releasing tomorrow, okay? Probably early tomorrow, 9 o'clock or so. Anyway, let's see here. Since last week, we have done, and folks, if you have a question, interrupt me. Your questions come priority in this 30-minute show that we do, okay? If you have a question about your car or home improvement question, just chime in anytime. I got you right here on the screen so I can keep an eye when someone asks a question. And also, tell me where you're from. We've had people from 3 different countries with us here in the past weeks. This is our 7th show, by the way. We had someone from Germany, someone from Australia, and someone from Canada. Okay, and of course we've had people from all over the country here in the United States as well. So if you don't have a question, at least say, hey Bobby, I'm from wherever, Kentucky or Malibu, California, wherever. So just let me know. Let's see here. Uh, we done a major overhaul on our channel this past week, and the people that follow me on Twitter probably kept getting alerts all day, that whole day, because every time I would move videos into a different playlist, it was throwing out alerts for that. So I was burning up the Twitter, whatever day that was. I can't remember, Sunday or something like that. And I'm sorry if I bugged anybody that was following me on Twitter. I don't do that very often, but we did have to do a major overhaul. We actually went in and changed our description on every video, okay? And I'm going to read off the things that we have on it here in a little bit. And I do recommend when you watch a video of mine, please take a look at the description. I got some links down there to all our social media. I got links to some products that I recommend and so forth. So just, take a look if you get time. And every video should have that same set of items on there as well. Coming up this week, okay, like I said, we got the ring video, how to make the ring out of a nut, coming up tomorrow. That will release probably 9 or 10 o'clock tomorrow. We have the Leabo toothbrush review video coming up this weekend, okay? Probably going to release it Sunday, I'm thinking, okay? And also the curtain rod video will release probably Saturday. And we will be filming, I do know, we're going back over to work at our project this weekend. And one thing I'm going to do, I done a video here on my channel that's actually pretty popular video. I done it several years ago on how to fix loose bricks on your steps, okay? We had about 4 or 5 bricks that were loose and breaking off and everything. We went ahead and removed all the loose ones, and we cleaned all the mortar off of them and bought a bag of bricks mix, and I showed you how to lay them back in place. And even if you're not a brick mason and you're not good with mortar and everything, I showed you a way that you could use a grout sponge and you could clean the mortar off the bricks and make it look like a professional job, even if you're not that inclined to do so, which I'm not a brick mason, but I ended up making that set of bricks look nice. Now this job site over here that I'm working on, 7 years ago, I actually did reset about 7 or 8 bricks on this lady's set of steps, okay? And all of that stuff is still intact, and I will show you that in the video, but she has some mortar joints on some other steps that we did not address at the time because they didn't need it. And now they're starting to lose some of the mortar. There's no loose bricks or anything. We're going to do simply just, we're going to chisel out a little bit of the loose mortar, and I'm going to show you how we fill it in and show you how we use the grout sponge to clean off any of the excess. And it'll just kind of be a follow-up video to the video that I made on my porch several years ago. So that will be one video we'll be making over the weekend. Okay, guys, do you have any questions? Questions about your car? Maybe you have a check engine light and you know what the code is. Maybe I can give you a little bit of insight on what it's going to take to fix it. If you have any home improvement questions as well, please fire away. We're going to be here for about another 20 minutes or so. And if we have people asking questions, I'll stay here as long as you want. We'll stay to midnight if you want to. But just let me know, okay? Oh boy, water sure does taste good after you've been outside all day. I was out there making that ring in the hot garage today. I think it must have been, it's probably in the 90s here again today. We've had some warm weather here lately. Have had very little rain though. I think since I put gutters on my house, it just stopped raining here. I think that's all I had to do. Prior to that, we were getting all kinds of rain, and Bobby puts gutters on his house, and all of a sudden the rain stops. I've only had like one good little shower since I done that. Okay. But anyway, any questions, please fire away, and I will take your questions as priority to anything that I'm talking about. Let's go in and take a look at the makeover that I done on this channel. We're going to take a look here at my description. At the top of the list, I have a link to Patreon. Okay, if you would like to support us on Patreon, you can for as little as $1 a month. Okay. Also, we have a PayPal tip jar. Okay, if you want to do like a one-time donation, for whatever. If you think I've done a great video and hey, I'll give you a tip or whatever. I used to play music out. Me and a buddy of mine, we used to play music out, and we always had like a tip jar sitting out there. People come up, throw $1 in or something. But anyway, you don't have to. If you feel inclined to, we do have the PayPal tip jar. There's a link to it on there if you feel inclined to do so. Also, in every description on every video, we will have all of our social media links. We have a link to follow us on our Facebook page. We have a link to follow us on Twitter. We have a link to follow us on Instagram. Okay, I'm actually on Instagram now, and I'm still kind of learning about it. I posted a couple pictures earlier this evening, and I saw where a couple people liked them. I took a picture of the ring that I made, and a couple people like that. So I'm still kind of learning how to get around on Instagram. Like I said, I'm not really all that great at social media. Also, we are on Blogger, and there is a link down there in the social media category for Blogger. I've had a blog for probably 6 or 7 years, but haven't really put a whole lot on there. But this actually motivate me to maybe write some articles and stuff. Maybe I'll tag one of my videos on there and elaborate a little bit more information about it. So that'll give me, when I have some spare time, I'll probably be adding to that. So you might want to check that out from time to time if you wish. And then on our description as well, we have a contact me. And of course, if you've watched my other shows, you know that my new email address is minthillbillymail@AOL. Okay. And if you just want to shoot me an email, ask me a question, maybe after this show's over with, you feel you're more than welcome to. That's what I'm trying to say. To do that. And also, if you have a business and you want a product reviewed or something like that, contact me through there, and we will discuss terms on doing the review on your product. And also, since last week, here's one other thing that we have done. We have a physical address now, okay? It's actually a P.O. box where you can send me something if you want to. If you want to write me a letter, send me a letter. I love letters, okay? People don't do that no more. Or if you're a company, and this will be an address to where you would send me the product that you want me to review, okay? So my address will be in the description on every video, okay? Now also, we have an eBay store. I have had it for several years, and currently there's absolutely nothing for sale there, okay? But we are going to be having some items for sale here very soon. I mentioned here a while back that there's a product that my daughter and I are actually going to work on together. I won't really mention the details of it right now, but it's something that involves sewing, okay? And it's a product that we're going to create and sell them at our eBay store, okay? And that store is minthillbillystore.com, okay? So the link for that will be on that as well. Now also, friends, I have added to the description on every video some affiliate links, okay? Now, you may not know what an affiliate link is, okay? They're actually links to products on Amazon, okay? and I recommend these items, and I do get a little bit of a commission off of these items as well. Okay, I just want to be straight up and honest with you. You can buy them through my link, or you can go straight to Amazon. It's going to cost you the same thing either way. I'm just an affiliate for Amazon, and any revenue that we do get from that, it just helps to fund our channel. Okay, but in the list, I have 5 books that I recommend. Okay, I recommend The Total Money Makeover. You may have heard me talk about that before in some videos. Rich Dad, Poor Dad. There's a link to that as well. Think and Grow Rich, the Napoleon Hill book that he wrote in 1937. Okay. The Millionaire Next Door, and also The Millionaire Mind. Those are the top 5 books that I recommend. They're a very good read, very motivational, and very good self-help books. Okay, highly recommend them. I also got to thinking, before I put this together, I was thinking that, like, what would be 7 tools that I think everyone should own, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever, whether you're 20 years old or 50 years old. What are some simple tools that I think everyone should own? So I got to thinking about that, because I mean, even if you're not really inclined to do a whole lot, you're still going to have a house, or you're going to have an apartment, and you want to be able to hang a picture on the wall or something like that. Even if it's just hang a picture on the wall, you need a hammer. Okay, so on my list here, I have a link to a hammer. Okay, a claw hammer, and also a tape measure. I think everyone should own a tape measure, and also a level. Okay, I got a 4-foot level on here, but you could probably get by with a 2-foot. And those 3 things right there, you kind of need for hanging pictures. If you want to hang your pictures and have them kind of in a orderly manner, or what have you. So I just decided to put those on here. I've got also, oh, wait a minute, we got a comment here. Let's see. Beach Bum says, what do you think are a few good tools to start teaching young teenagers to use? Okay, that's a good question. And I'll tell you what, this list of tools here, I would recommend teaching a teenager to use. I'm working with my son now. He's actually, since the summertime, he's been coming with me to the job site. He's been earning money as well, and he's been learning some stuff. Okay, and they do need to know what some of these tools are and how to use them. I think a teenager is capable of using a hammer, a tape measure, and you need to teach them how to read a tape measure. There's a lot of people that don't really know how to read a tape measure. There's adults that don't know how to read a tape measure. Adults that went to college that really don't know what the little marks are in between the inch. Okay, they know how to count the inches, but they don't know what the little marks are. They're 1/16 of an inch, and so learning how to read a tape measure, that's another great thing. Let's see here. A square, whether it be a big framing square or a little speed square. It'd be nice if you're going to cut a piece of wood. And that goes on to the next thing I have on here, a circular saw. Okay, now a circular saw can be a dangerous tool. Okay, so if you are going to purchase one of those, please learn how to use it. Watch some videos. I have a video on here on how to use a circular saw. Be very safe with any type of power tool, okay? But it's a handy tool to have. If you're a homeowner, you can get by with doing a lot of things with a circular saw, okay? You can build a tree house for your kids. You can fix a board on your porch or whatever. I mean, you can do some simple things with just, one saw, okay? And a cordless drill, another thing that is a handy thing. And that completes my list of items that I recommend, okay, as basic tools that I think everyone should own. All right? Okay, let's, now moving on, we have another little category here. I decided I would put some links down to some of the equipment that I use to make videos, okay? Because you guys out there, y'all might decide, well, Mint Hillbilly don't know everything. I think I could make me some videos, and I mean, I give you a thumbs up for anybody that wants to start their own channel. So some of the equipment that we use, I got some links down here if you want to purchase them as well and get yourself started in making yourself a YouTube channel. Okay, now I have ran my mouth for 20 minutes now, guys. So please, if you have any questions out there, feel free to ask, okay? Questions about cars, questions about home improvement. And I'm going to catch my breath here and take a drink of water. And folks, at least let me know where you're from. Give me a shout out, wherever you're from. And all righty. Okay. All right, guys, feel free to fire away if you want to. If you're just joining us, this little ring here, right here, I made this ring today out of a stainless steel nut, okay? And I'll be releasing a video tomorrow. I made this for my daughter, okay? I got her ring size, and then I got on the internet and figured out how many thousandths of an inch a size 5.5 was. And I actually went out there and made this little ring, and hopefully when she comes by to try it on, it'll fit her perfect. But anyway, we'll have a video releasing tomorrow on that. Okay. All righty. Any questions out there, guys? Just go ahead and fire away. Okay. Let's see here. And like I said earlier, guys, gals. Sometimes I say guys. I don't know why I say that all the time. Because I know I have female watchers out there that like to watch as well, and I don't mean to be biased one way or the other. It's just something that comes natural to me, and I'm actually, when I say hey guys or whatever, I'm actually just saying hey to everybody. That's just the way I am, and I'll try to break the habit of that. But anyway, I don't want anybody out there to feel left out. Okay, and Beach Bum says that's a very nice ring, and that she likes it. Okay, and okay. Now, Dad asked me. He says, "How long did it take me to make that ring?" Okay, boy, it took a while. All right, I was out there probably 5 hours or so, 5 maybe 6 hours, and a lot of that was just because of the learning curve. You know, it being the first one that I did. Because I was sitting there thinking, if people like these, maybe I could, I'll make a few more for some close friends and stuff, and possibly if any of you folks out there like a ring and would like a handmade stainless steel ring by Minthillbilly, I might start making them for people. I had to come up with a fair price for you and a fair price for me and my time. But yeah, it took a while to make that first one. There could have been some things that I could have done to make the job go a little faster. I really needed a new disc for my cutoff wheel. I need a bigger compressor is what I need. I use these little pancake compressors because to carry around. They actually run air tools and everything okay for like an impact wrench or an air ratchet. It runs them fine. But you get a tool like a die grinder that needs a lot of air, they don't work very good. The compressors can't keep up with it. So if I had a larger compressor, more capacity, I could have, a lot of the grinding and sanding that I've done could have went a little faster. If I was going to make these, I would probably, because I had to take a bolt and cut it in a shape like this right here on each side. So I had to actually make a cut on each side of this bolt. And if I was making these try to make money at it or whatever, I would probably rig myself up some kind of jig to where I could hold it at the correct angle and I could make a cut, maybe with a cutoff wheel or something like that, and then I could tilt it back and make my other cut. That was probably the slowest process that I ran into. But you know, and of course when I went to anneal the nut, and for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, stainless steel is a very, very hard metal. You can't hardly cut it. You know, you can't cut it with a hacksaw. It's just hard to work with. It's very, very hard. Okay, hard to drill. But the first thing I did was anneal the nut, and by doing that, I mean heating it up with a propane torch until it actually turns cherry red, starts glowing slightly, and you get it to where it glows slightly for about 10 seconds, and then you allow it to cool completely down, and it kind of does something. You know, I'm no scientist or anything, but it actually does something to the molecules in there, and it actually brings the temper down to where you can actually work with the metal. Okay, a little bit easier. So all of that'll be in the video tomorrow. So you know, if I had, and the reason I was saying that was because I had a hard time getting my little propane torch to light today because it was about out of propane. I sat there for like 10 minutes trying to get that thing lit, and I was getting ready to go up to the store to purchase a brand new one, and then all of a sudden it lit up. Okay, so yeah, it took me a little while making this ring today. But if we make the next one to go faster and the next one after that to go faster and faster, but I still think it turned out pretty good. I'm kind of proud of the little ring, and I hope my daughter likes it when she gets here. We're thinking about might get her initials engraved on the top of here or something. So hopefully she'll enjoy that. But let's see, what was I talking about? I can't remember now. Okay, any more questions, folks? Fire away. We're going to be here at least another 5 minutes or so. And like I say, I appreciate everyone that's here. Looks like we got 5 people here tonight. I appreciate all of you being here. We got 3 likes. That's awesome. And feel free to fire away if you have a question about your car. Maybe I can help you with it. Or if you have a home improvement question as well, I will try to answer that as well. Okay. Now let's see here. Let me pull up some recent comments. Okay, I think I had those somewhere on here. Yep, here we go. I know we done this last week to kind of fill a little bit of time, and I'll read you a couple of the recent comments that I have. I won't mention people's names. They may not want their names mentioned. But let's see here. On my alternator replacement on a Jeep Grand Cherokee, we have a comment. Fellow says, very helpful video. Well, thank you. I'm glad I was able to help you, sir. And let's see here. On my review of the DeWalt toolbox and motivational words, or I can't remember what I titled now. I can't see the whole title. But this one fellow here, he comments, nice tour, bud. Agree with all you said. Love Dave Ramsey, Rush, all I listen to. My granddad said his entire life, save your money. Yep, I totally agree with that. That's awesome. Yeah, because in that video on the toolbox tour, I kind of get the going on and on about, I start talking about Dave Ramsey and Total Money Makeover and everything. So it's kind of a dual type video, sort of a motivational / DeWalt toolbox review video. So anyway, he agrees with me, so that was awesome. Okay, let's see here. On my how to make sweet tea, I actually have 2 videos on here, I think, on how to make sweet tea, and this is the first one from many, many years ago where I'm making sweet tea in a coffee maker. Okay, and this lady says, or you could add a tray of ice to it instead of water. Okay, it must have been probably in the video after it was done. I said, hey, we got to put it in the refrigerator and let it chill before we drink it. And she's just recommending that you can go ahead and just add a tray of ice to it. So, yep, that's a great idea. Thank you for the comment. And let's see here. We have another comment on my how to, looks like one of my roofing videos on doing the ridge cap. And the fellow says, nice work, great information, thank you. Well, thank you for the comment. I'm glad you found the video helpful. And this fella here, and this, let's see what video this is. I saw this one pop up the other day. I got to get on here and respond to this guy. This is a video on how to replace the lower ball joints on a Ford Ranger. A video I done a few years ago on my little Ranger. And this guy says, by far one of the top 3 best how-to videos I have ever seen. Man, that just makes my head swell up when people do videos like that, or they make comments like that. I thank you very much, sir. I'm glad you think that was a good video. I know there's people out there that make probably a lot better videos than me, but I try the best that I can, and I really do appreciate that, sir. Thank you very much. And let's see here. Well, that's about it. That's about it of the newer comments that I've gotten in the last week or so. But anyway, folks, we're going to be here a few more minutes. If you have any questions, please fire away, and we will stay longer, okay? And once again, I'll just run through the fact in case any of you out there just joined me. We done a total overhaul of the channel this past weekend, and we got the same description on every video, at least the majority of it. There is on some videos, there's at the very top there's a description of what the video is actually about, but we have information on all of our, let me move this page here back over here where I can see it without turning my head so far. We have information, links to our Patreon, and links, I'll say, hold on, where am I at here now? Okay, I scrolled down way too far. We have links to our Patreon and our PayPal tip jar. We have links to our social media if you would like to follow us on either Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, or check out my blogger. Contact me at minthillbillymail@aol.com. We do have a physical address now, okay? If you want to send us something, a product to review or what have you, we have an address on every video. You can find it in the description of every video. We also have an eBay store. We've had it for quite a while. Currently, there is nothing for sale there. But please save it in your favorites, because soon we will have some of our own products for sale at the minthillbillystore.com. Okay? And we have some affiliate links to some products, my top 5 books that I recommend. We also have 7, let's see, let me count that. Is that 7? Yeah, 7 tools that I think everyone should own. Okay? There's links to that. And if you've ever aspired to be a YouTuber, I have a list of some of the products that we use or I recommend for filming videos, okay, and doing YouTube videos. All right, guys, that is just about it. If there's not any more questions out there tonight, that's going to just about wrap it up. And we will have videos releasing tomorrow, Saturday, and Sunday, I know for sure. And of course, we'll probably think of something for next week as well. And we'll also do the little Monday morning update, where I'll give you an update of what we've done over the weekend. And guys, thank you for stopping by today. Tell a friend about us. We're going to keep on doing this Thursday night show. And I want to be there in case people have questions and they want to talk to me one-on-one. You know, maybe this week nobody had a question, okay? And but maybe next week someone will have a check engine light pop up on their car, and they might go by the auto parts store, and it might be code P0401, and you can ask me about that next Thursday night, and I will tell you that that is an EGR inefficient code. And depending on what kind of car you have, I might be able to give you a little bit of insight on what you need to do to fix it, okay? All right. Thank you very much, friends, for being with us here tonight. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And we will see you soon. Take care.